I want to tell you guys a story today about how I almost cost myself seven figures by being scared of a couple things. And I'll tell you what they are because to me right now, looking back on it, it's like, why was I ever scared of it? But you probably have things in your life that you look back on like from 2 weeks ago or a month ago and you're like, why was I so nervous about that? Or why was I so worked up over that job interview? And now you know in person, like, all the guys that actually were interviewing you or looking at your stuff and they might be cool or it might have been super easy, like looking back on it. I don't know. But like we all have experiences in our lives where we look back on something and we're like, why was I so stressed out about that? Because today, your current version of yourself wouldn't blink twice because you've been there, you've done that, you know not to worry about it. But in the moment, it kills you. And I'm going to tell you a story about, again, how I almost cost myself seven figures of just literally analysis paralysis, I guess. And I've been in business for 6 years now. I just turned 24. And I've done over $2 million online at this point, which is insane to even say out loud still. I'm beyond grateful for that. And again, just quick disclaimer before I get into the story. This video is to promote my coaching, so if you ever want to learn from me and see what I do, there's a link down below. You can go ahead and apply. But basically, in my third year of business, I hit a complete like wall. I made $210,000 in revenue, and I spent like $220K. I lost in the range of like 5 to 10K. I don't remember the exact number. And I was 21. I just dropped out of college. I was living with my parents, and like it was tough. I'm not gonna lie. I lost money that year. And I was stuck in this like constant stress loop of how to move the business forward. What was I going to do? And I got so stuck in just doing what I was already doing every single day, not adding much to it because I was always trying to figure out what the best move would be. I was planning out how I was going to do this, and this, but like the exact perfect way that I could do it to make the absolute best return. When in reality, like, I wasted a year that I could have just started doing something and seen what happened. And that's not what I was scared of, but this is one of the big takeaways I have from it. Like, many of you watching this right now are probably contemplating doing something or trying something new or making a leap in your current business and just like maybe something you're unfamiliar with. And it's like, stop thinking about it. If you know it's the right decision, like, do it. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. And what scared me so much about a few things was I always would like over like value my business in a good way because like I put all this time into it, but I was scared about losing it. So I bulletproof my account, crazy passwords no one would ever guess, email, two-factor authentication. And then I realized I have to hire a virtual assistant. I need somebody that can help me. But I don't have the money for that. But how am I going to grow this business that I don't have money to fund? Like, I'm completely self-made. I didn't come from money. I was like, I can't afford to hire a full-time employee. I'm not going to sell part of my company to be able to have a payroll. So what do I do? And the answer was hire a virtual assistant. And looking back on it now, like this version of me, like would laugh in the old version of me's face. Like, why are you so worried about this? Why are you so worked up about this? But in the moment, I was terrified of giving away my multiple six-figure Instagram account to someone overseas. Obviously, like not just anyone, but like I would have to vet them, get them to sign a contract. And I want to tell you about where the breakthrough actually like came for me. Like why I did it, when I did it, what pushed me to actually do it, what day I did it. And the thing was like, looking back on it now, it's like the stupidest thing. Like why was I so worked up over it? Because having somebody else in my company was the perfect move. And what did push me to do it was, for context, I've paid over 70 grand over the last 6 years just for coaches, courses, mentorship. And it was somebody in this group with me that I got on a call with, and I actually ended up meeting them in person. And it turned out they had 70 overseas employees, all virtual assistants. He had an office in, I believe it was a part of the Philippines, and they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on his credit card every month. And I was like, you give them your credit cards and they spend over like 6 figures a month? And he said, yeah, even sometimes 7. And in my mind, I was like, I've been terrified of giving the right virtual assistant who signed a contract is awesome my Instagram login that is making me 6 figures a year at best. And that was like a I am so dumb moment. Maybe not dumb, but like maybe I just needed to see it. And there's another one with ManyChat. Many of you probably know what ManyChat is. It's kind of like a software where, for example, if you ever see on Instagram somebody like comment this word and I'll send you this PDF or something like that. That's ManyChat. It's basically like somebody comments or message you as a word and it's a chat bot that responds to you or responds to people. And I was so scared to add ManyChat to my account back when I was like 20 years old. I guess like 3 or 4 years ago now. And the reason for that was like, it wasn't owned by Facebook at the time. I knew it could grow my business, but do I want to give my 6-figure business, the Instagram login, the Instagram account that made me all my money, did I want to give that to some random software that I only know like 1 or 2 guys using? And I was terrified of that. But had I done it sooner, my DMs would have been automated. And I was spending a couple hours a day just messaging people back and forth trying to get sales. So that would have saved me hours and hours a week, hundreds of hours throughout the year, which I could have then spent that time doing actual things to grow my business. But long story short, guys, the biggest thing I want you to take away from this is your future self, even like my future self, is always going to look back at the current version of you, like literally you watching this video, and be like, why are you so worked up over that? Why are you so stressed out over that? And I think it's important that we all collectively just start going for it. And even myself sometimes, like I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm perfect, but I've had a lot of success so far, nothing too crazy. And I think I attribute a lot of that to, number one, not caring as much anymore what people think, starting to just go for it, and not really leaving anything on the table. So maybe that helps some of you. Maybe it was a boring story, but hopefully not. And hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm going to be dropping a lot more videos on this channel, just honestly me talking. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.